Okay, so good morning, everyone. Why don't we start today's session by doing an update on the projects, the consulting projects. Sophia May, do you want to start us off? Tell us where you're at, Copert.
Okay. Considering that the scope of my project has been defined, at least the need has been defined by the company, so right now it's on my part, I'm trying to put together a proposal on how I'm going to proceed with it, like what I'm researching, the industry, what I'm looking at, how they can go about it, and the different companies that are currently doing what they're looking to do and how they've gone about it.
Define the objective of your project.
Pardon me?
Can you define the objective of your project in, a sentence or two?
Corporate, they're looking to package the product and expand their current consumer base. To change their packaging and expand their current consumer base. So it's mostly marketing.
Okay, good. That's a good start. And if you can work to define objectives, as we said in the PowerPoint that I sent out, if we can define objectives in terms of quantitative, qualitative goals, so that you can define a specific impact that you want to have through your. So is it going to reduce the packaging by this percentage? Is it going to create a reputation for Copert? So if you could be as specific as possible in terms of the, one of the ways we might want to look at it is metrics. What would be like a metric of success for what you're working on?
The fact that they want to expand their current consumer base, it's me looking for contacts for them in the different places where they want to expand and see how the different marketing tools they can use, advertising. And with regards to packaging, I am yet to see the current packaging that they have, because what I was hoping to do was look for their products on the market, so that I can at least look at how they package their products currently and how other people, their competitors, package it. If it's a packaging thing, like the type of packaging they use or just the size that they want to change. Since I've never seen their products, I wouldn't know where to start with that. So I would first of all have to see their products in the market. So right now that's what I'm trying to do. Find out where they're selling in San Diego, get their products and those for competition, and then see where to go from there.
Mm-hmm. Good. Any other comments from the other teams?
Yes, Sophia. This is James. So, are you and Patrick working on this one?
No, I'm working on it by myself.
Okay.
Sophia, I wonder if there's a value to choosing one or the other in terms of your objective, because I'm hearing that they want you to increase the customer base and also that they want you to, help redesign the packaging and give them contacts and options to do that. That seems like two projects, maybe not one.
Yeah, so the way I looked at it was more like one of them could lead to the other. For instance, if their problem currently is packaging, saying maybe the way they package it, their products get damaged. Because one of the problems that most advertisers have in the market, because I went to people and most of the time the bags are perforated, so the product ends up being wasted on the shelves. And then the way some people package it, other people would prefer a product over another. if it's easier to carry, if the packaging is small packages, easier to carry, or how they can use it when they're actually using it. If it's easy to apply in the, so for instance, gardening, if you have the product that can attach to your hose, people prefer that over taking one that they have to dilute in a different container. So I figured that might tie in, the packaging might just tie in with the.
Right. So, maybe put down on paper what's your objective in terms of the packaging, and what would be the outcome in terms of new customers.
Okay.
But really, you're focusing on making an impact in terms of sustainable packaging for these. And these products are basically insecticides, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Any other comments for Sophia May? Sounds like she's quite advanced in terms of working with the client. And I do want to make the comment, last year we had more companies closer to the size of Sophia May's company, and they are by definition easier to work with than these large Bombardier and Walmart. The trade-off is we can have a tremendous impact by going with a leading company in their industry like Walmart and Bombardier. So we can't compare apples and oranges. When it's a medium-sized company like Copert, it's a lot easier to get to the decision maker, to get access, etc. And when you have a large, complex multinational like Walmart and Bombardier, it becomes, as we know, those teams a lot more difficult to, and a lot more political, and a lot more bureaucratic and layers to go through to get to the actual project that we're working on. So, each company and type of consulting focus will be different according to the size of the company to a large extent. And I know with Bombardier and Walmart, we can hear the reports, but my sense is that we're still trying to even define the project. But maybe somebody has some surprises, some positive surprises on that front. But I do want to emphasize that Walmart and Bombardier can be very high-profile companies. So even though they take a lot of effort, that can be a big impact. And I think Copert, you can have a big impact on a medium-sized company as well. So with that, why don't we go to update on the Walmart?
Okay. So I'm hopeful that now that we've got in contact with our main representative over at Walmart Mexico, and I think he has now delegated some of the responsibilities when it comes to this kind of mini project over to one of his staff, that we're now going to really get the ball rolling a lot more. So Dr. Kelly and I are expecting an email, and then hopefully a phone call after that in the next day or so, where we can really start to define the scope of this project. So yeah, just to echo Dr. Kelly's words, it's been very difficult getting in touch with what is one of the main guys in charge of the sustainability section for Walmart Mexico. So it's new ground for all of us. So that's it for now.
Thanks, James. So there's no indication yet what the actual project focus would be?
No.
Okay. The one advantage we have with Walmart is we will actually be meeting with them in Mexico City, well, at least one of the managers from Walmart, and they are in Mexico City, so that gives us an opportunity to, and maybe that's one thing that you should look to do, James, is try to set up an appointment. I know we have a speaker from Walmart Mexico, but maybe we need to have an office visit. I don't know, not necessarily the whole group. I mean, it could be the whole group, or it could be, two of you, and the goal would really be to make the contact and define the project. So perhaps a face-to-face meeting when we're in Mexico, although that will be too late to actually define the project, but to move things along might be a good good way to go.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So we should put that in our emails. Okay, Bombardier.
Well, we're at the exact same point. Like Dave said, we've been trying to be in touch with Mr. Gonzalez, who's the the person that we should be in touch. And Bombardier, the only thing we got was yesterday an email, and it looks like the same document we had from him 2 weeks ago, asking us to ask Dr. Kelly to sign the document and return it to him, which I know that you did already. So, to be honest with you, I don't know what should we do. Just to it's the same exact document that we've signed, that you signed and send it back, and it's the same questions that he keeps on asking. Now he knows that Patrick is with Yvonne and myself in the project, so he is still asking if we're coming to work at Bombardier, and we said no, we're not coming to work. We just want to work on a project. If you have some things to give us work on, and you've said that you have 7 or 8 projects before, and if you can just delegate one of them for us to work on, so we're there. Still no project, and nothing is clear. So honestly, I don't know.
Yvonne, do you have any update on that?
I think Yvonne couldn't make it today, but I did speak with her yesterday, and she said she couldn't make any contacts except for the documents. So there's no specific objectives have been defined yet, and we're still at the preliminary stage of this project. So we're looking forward to make more contacts to be able to define the project and move on.
Right, and I always take a flexible, adaptive approach. We will be meeting with, as everyone knows, our first meeting on Monday morning in Montreal is with the corporate social responsibility folks in Bombardier in the aeronautics division in Montreal, and they've been very helpful, very responsive. So Jim Banks, I think, so that might be a venue, that meeting, to perhaps get some collaboration with the Canadian end of things to, move the project along. Maybe we should switch the focus. Don't want to step on anyone's toes. At the same time, we're get this going, and some of this is cultural, and there's some cultural differences in the context of working in Canada, working in Mexico, and that's part of what we're dealing with here.